You too, mate. Well, it's getting worse and worse, isn't it? People don't realise the catastrophic power that governments have. They can manipulate weather. They can manipulate, well, you think about it for a minute. When the pandemic was on, there were 4 cloud feeding machines going, 2 on naval vessels off Bundaberg. This is in Australia, off the Queensland coast. 1 we know was in Moree. There was another one, another inland one. They put Lismore 4 metres, 14 metres underwater. They overcooked it. The hurricane now in the States before the election, which they believe is an attempt to try and stop this election altogether. There's now satellite evidence of severe cloud feeding, weather manipulation. They overcooked it. 6 states the hurricane hit. And we just don't understand the power of governments. Why are they flying? Why is the Western world flying all these foreigners into their countries? They don't need to, they don't have to. They're no asset. There's a lot going on. Now let's get down to the basics of your relationship. There's a lot of people who are being mixed up with people that have not got an awareness of their sinful nature. No awareness of it at all. So they get into relationships, and of course it all starts as a shiny new toy. It's all hits the ground running. Hits the ground running, and there's no logical reason for it to begin to decline, unless you're with somebody that doesn't understand their sinful nature, which is hell-bent on bringing about devaluation and destruction on everything you have. Now you add demons and all the dark side to that, other human influences, flying monkeys, interferers, they always surface. I've had women that have tried so hard to escape these negativities, but they've hounded them and not left them alone, to the point where I've just gone, I will not continue this relationship. You see, I learned a long time ago that a lot of people are reckless, very reckless, and they think that you're going to put up with their recklessness. If they've been in a relationship with a dysfunctional man, and that has been their way of life for several years, they're going to have difficulty, or a dysfunctional woman, they're going to have difficulty trying to reculturalize to somebody that's relatively normal, that's made the effort to try and have some sanity and stability and salinity in their life. They're going to have difficulty with that. Now, at first, they'll do everything they can to present themselves as a suitor, as a positive suitor. That doesn't mean that they're going to be. Because as the relationship wears on, whether the conditions around that relationship are good or not, the sin that dwells within us all, if we're not aware of it, will begin to erode the value of the connection. And it can do it in many, many ways and with many, many influences from the outside working against it. Now, a lot of these people will try hard not to lose what they have, but others will just listen to the voices, destructive voices and feelings. They'll respond to the feelings that try to steal them away from anything that's good or right, stop them from making right decisions. They'll listen to these voices, if not consciously, subconsciously. A lot of these people don't even know what they're doing themselves or to themselves. They got no clue. And if you're mixed up with one of these, and they call them, a lot of them just call them narcissists or borderline or whatever. Look, there's all sorts of psychological ways of explaining it, but the easiest way to explain it is sinful, these sinful people, because it comes down to intimacy. If you sleep with someone, you really should follow on from that with commitment and devotion and build a positive relationship. But now, with all the broken families and single mothers, if you meet someone that has children, a single mother or a single father, their domestic cultural formation has been developed in such a way as they become surrogate partners. This is where the outside influences, interferers and things come in as well, because you're disrupting the enmeshments. Here, please. Here. Thank you. Just talking to the dog. So if someone's beginning to disintegrate and deteriorate around you, and you've asked them not to, you've shared the issues, and they don't appear to have any clue as to what's going on, walk away. Do yourself a favour, do them a favour. They're used to it. You're not the first rodeo, you won't be the last. Go no contact and never go back.